Hey guys, Ranchin here, bringing all the stock of commentary. It's going to be the second set in the all-star matches of the 08 to 09 Pro League between the Challenge team led by the coach of SK Telecom T1 against the Passion team led by the coach of Hwasong Oz. That's the way that goes. So, Passion team, after that epic 3v3 on Hunters, are ahead, and this time we're going to have another pseudo 3v3. A Baton relay of sorts. We have one player that plays, then after a while, I think it's supposed to be 4 minutes, the players switch. So we're going to have C Shield, or wait, let's get the countdown down first. I'm going to tell you guys. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Always good to have some for access seeking purposes. It's going to be on Andromeda, by the way. It was going to have, just get this right here. At the upper left-hand corner, that is at 11 o'clock, we're going to have the red toss starting up, which is going to be C Shield, followed up playing by Luxury, and then Reach, the actually only toss that's playing. That means at the lower right-hand, we're going to have a yellow Terran, starting off by Free of Wounding Stars. Then we're going to have Leta, and followed in by Great, a.k.a. Hades. And Leta's going to be the only player that's actually a actual Terran player. But yeah, this is the way it is, kind of a Baton relay. I'm going to start this off on Andromeda. I have no idea actually how they're going to do the change, whether they're going to pause the games or what the heck's going to go on. We just all in all, try to pretend that this is a semi-normal game of StarCraft. C-Shield going to start by playing Protoss, and both players just going to chat away if they want. Point at each other to scream, just chat while they're playing. Three players can all chat while they're playing. Guys didn't have their headphones on, they're just chatting each other, telling each other, hey dude, look what's going on there. An initial pylon, of course, going on there by the Protoss player is going to be C, so he's going to send probably the lower right-hand position. Of course, going to scout the Terrans second. I'm not really sure how I'm going to refer to the players, but he's going to scout. He's setting a pro on the lower left hand, apparently thinking of possibly switching direction, but then deciding to go ahead and scout. The player just chatting away meanwhile, making fun of each other, making eyes. Ooh. So C's going to spot that there's nothing going on there in that position, so he's going to send the lower right hand. Initial racks coming up there by the Protosses, by Free. There's going to be Savior and Flash sitting there. These guys are going to be facing off in the third set, if I'm correct. Savior versus Flash, something I bet a lot of people are looking forward to see how that happens. It's been a while since I've seen either player play, now that I think about it, so it's going to be very interesting overall. So let's see here. Initial Nexus to start off. As you see, there's a timer there at the north. You see 3 minutes now left, and when that timer goes away, that's going to be when the players have to switch. I assume the game's going to automatically pause or something. So you're going to start off with an expansion, put down next before anything. So maybe the guys decided, hey guys, let's make this an uber long, epic Andromeda macro match. Just go crazy. C actually sent a scout the upper right hand position, decided to not scout normally, apparently from advice from his players. Never mind, he does have his headphones in, but he can still hear. I think he only has his headphone in one ear. Spots this V going to the upper right hand, and now going to scout the lower right. Really fun overall. Players get to play off races. I don't know if anyone's going to play an off race in all the other. I'm assuming nobody else is going to play off race. This is kind of where they play off races over each other. We're going to see what's going to happen overall. Factory coming down here alongside Gas. I mean, any build order I might have in my head just thrown out because this is a semi-serious StarCraft match. I'm not even going to think about the build orders, just going to see what's going to happen. Pro Final coming out inside the scout. Going to spot everything. It's a late scout, but still he gets all the information you need. Gateway now coming up. I assume there's going to be a simulator coming down soon as well alongside a simulator's core. CV Final coming out that's going to spot the expansion. Going to see that's going to be economically behind, so he's going to actually, the Terrans here are going to be forced to do either some heavy aggressive action or just to expand real quick. But I think even if they try to expand right now, they still got to do some sort of damage because they're going to be behind economically. So to start things off, the Challenge team are definitely ahead. They're going to have some forces coming out soon. They're going to have some Air Corps coming out soon, kind of late, so they're not going to be able to have Dragoons on the field fairly quick. With a second Gateway coming up, act as a part of a blockade. That's not going to let any Dragoons through, actually, but that acts as a very nice blockade. I don't know if they put down the Summoner Air Corps yet or not, but the expansion is now up. 30 seconds, just under 30 seconds to go. That's Sharif telling them 30 seconds to go, guys. 20 seconds at this point. Expansion coming up down for the Terran. Sharif decided to put down expansion. Well, he floats away his racks. He has only 2 Marines that are just guarding And 10 seconds to go. Huge ass sign in the middle. Be ready to switch teams. We're going to see how this happens, whether they actually pause the game or what. And yeah. Relay, yeah, there's no pausing. You just kind of switch in real quick in relay. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Leta now playing in for the Terrans, and the Luxury going to play in for the Protosses here. So yeah, no pausing. So okay, apparently it's 6 minutes. Actually, not 4 minutes that each player gets to play. Each player gets to say 6 minutes until they switch up. It's actually a pretty nifty idea, I gotta say. Find a way of engineering this. No Vulture inside the Terrans. He's not going to be able to get inside those two gateways. Not do some sort of harassment. There's definitely not going to be able to get through his side. So this is a pretty good blockade. That last pylon, which might have actually would have let the Vulture through, it will probably let Dragoons, who is blocking off there. There's a Zealot alongside there as well. And a bunker actually be put down by the Terrans there. Leta said put down bunker just since, and actually was also his machine shop screens, so it might be mines. It might be even getting some siege mode. We're going to see where that's initial mines to prevent those Dragoons doing some harassment. Two Dragoons actually coming down right inside, on top of some Terrans right here, about halfway up there. Leta's going to be forced to put some Marines inside of the bunker just to prevent it. He does have a siege tank there, so without long time with that siege tank as well, he managed to get. There is that Vulture riding it from the back, so the Dragoons might actually be boxing a little bit, but they're going to be forced back into the spot that was Zealot there alongside. They're actually going to kill that Vulture. So no mobile scouting for the Terrans for a little, but they do have that tank and a couple SCVs just ready to repair this bunker just in case. So both Leta, they're playing careful, while Luxury just starting off with some early pressure, not going to continue that. Third base being put down, and actually siege mode's ready, so the tanks can go on top there, on top of the ramp, which is going to have full-on range, and Dragoons are not going to be able to attack it from the ground. So two tanks, different locations, also with a racks that can act as a spotter. They might actually use the spotter, act as a spotter. But yeah, you might actually decide to put down more of a blockading building. Really fun to see these semi-serious matches. Now the pylon is going to be put down. Of course, the pylon acting as a wall early on. Now it's just in the way. So actually to allow himself some maneuverability, he's going to be able to need to be taking that down. Also, third base not being taken down. There's, of course, Andromeda has that natural expansion. We have the minerals. Really a map that are lava roll engineering coming up for Terran to finish off his blockade alongside an academy, actually, so he might be going for some scans. Just get Dark Templar decides to Dark Templar be coming into play from the Protosses armory as well, so we're going to see some upgrades and possibly some interesting tech decisions. Tanks just being repositioned into good positions overall. But yeah, as I was saying, there's of course that mineral only inside of on top of your ramp, so you can get three bases fairly easily as long as you don't mind the fact that one of them is mineral only. And this is both Terran players. I'm sorry, both non-Zerg players. I mean to say they should be able to live off that for a little while. Zergs are of course the race that I believe heavily needs the gas the quickest. They need the gas very quick. Now, Dragoons are running actually behind their base, taking out one of those neutral power generators just to allow them some vulnerability so they can spot the all-time overall positions. Compensation coming up all over the place now for the Terran players. They're going to be able to scan all over the place. Picture of C there as he's chatting with his teammates. Leta, meanwhile, focusing. Leta, of course, kind of the modern C. A lot of people have been saying that. And C, of course, a player that always dominated, not this last season, but before that, always dominated the Pro League, played immensely well in the Pro League, one of the best Terran players in the Pro League, but never managed to do much at all in individual tournaments. Only got to the top 16 at his best, I believe. He got to top 16s, top 32s, some of that, but not much else. Stargate and alongside Temple Archives are coming up for the Protoss players.